Today, we're speaking with Anita Johnson, caricature artist extraordinaire. Hey, how's it going?
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yes, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. Uh, so, I guess my first question is, how long have you been doing caricatures?
So it's been a while. I've been doing caricatures professionally for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uh, it was my first job if you don't count the newspaper route I had when I was 10.
How'd you get your start in caricature?
So I usually will tell my clients, like when I'm drawing people, because I get that question a lot. I would
I
tell them
bet.
that, I'm good at making fun of people and I needed a job. But the real answer is I got lucky. I was 15 when I started. My art teacher in high school, he introduced me to a woman who was looking for an apprentice. And so she took me on as her pupil and mentored me and taught me the basics of caricatures. And I worked with her for about 3 summers. And we would travel the Midwest during the summertime to different fairs and festivals. And yeah, I kind of got my dip my toes in caricatures then. Um, and yeah, kind of started this beautiful journey.
Do you have any major like influences as far as like maybe your style or your
I,
methods?
I think my current style, I am influenced by a few artists. I really like Kosuke Miyagi, he's a character artist in Japan. I he came up on my Instagram a while ago, and I was like, I loved his style, and so I kind of like drew some inspirations. Like my style kind of like changed. My style has definitely changed over the years, and um, it kind of like emulates some of the people that I inspire a little bit, or I'm inspired by. Uh, so he is one of my modern influences, and then I also really like Ninja Sketch she's
Yeah.
from Hawaii. She's hilarious. Um, I don't see my style emulated in hers right now, but I'm kind of like trying to loosen my caricatures like she does. Um, and yeah, I think those are probably my two big influences right now. But in the past, I've also been influenced by coworkers, guys that I've drawn with at like retail stands, and we kind of like
Yeah.
work off each other, kind of edge each other on, who can draw the funniest nose, or who can make a person cry more.
Do you have
So
people cry a lot?
yeah, they usually get more crying, but
Oh, wow.
no, I'm just kidding. I think it's probably about 50-50.
That's funny. I was gonna ask you too, and I don't know if you're set up to do it, but one of the things I like to do is that if you're able to share, would you have like a website or an Instagram or someplace you could take us where we could look at some of your work and talk about it?
Yeah. So I do have an Instagram. I have two Instagrams. But I have my own company, which is just myself. My website is anitapartyartist.com, and I have samples of my work on there. I also have my Instagram, which is the same name, Anita Party Artist. Um, and a lot of the focus of that Instagram is more for like, party art and events. So, you know, trying to like drum up more business in that aspect. And then I do have another Instagram with my own personal artwork and other like caricatures that I've done that's more like studio work. That is, there's a link in my Instagram under Anita Party Artist that will lead you to my other page, which is Nitsa underscore draws. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the most organized business owner, but I do what I can.
Oh, that's fine. It's tough getting organized sometimes.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can pull this up on my end then. I think I have your website loaded. Let's see if this works.
All right. So live work or like, like live caricatures, I do have some samples on my website. Um, but I think there'll be a lot more variety on my Instagram. Cause
Okay. We'll head there then. That's
okay. Yeah, it's ran out
oh yeah.
or I had bad timing. I actually just redid a bunch of images for my website last night, and I meant to upload earlier today, but I ran out of time because I'd run to a gig.
No
So
worries. Yeah, I love this style. This is very classic.
yeah, I consider myself more kind of like cartoony or like how would I say it? Funny cute is what I tell people. Like I like a more I wouldn't necessarily say flattering style, but like I like to draw more cutesy. And of course, I got to make people laugh. So, uh, there's some funny elements in it too.
Yeah, I love that. This one's really great. It's so much fun talking to people who work in that style that
Yeah.
I'm shocked that there's not more content out there just interviewing caricature artists.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of us are ADHD and are like super busy. So
There
that's
is that.
me. I'm really my friend. He's a social media manager, and he's always getting on me about uh like being more like on social media and like putting out like videos and content and whatnot. And I'm just like, man, I just want one job, not 10.
Right. It's like it feels like there's not enough time sometimes for all the things you ought to be doing to
That is totally true. I'm hoping I have more time now. I actually just left a part-time job um for this like my business the part-time job was starting to take away money from my business, so I was like,
oh
okay,
yeah.
it's
So it's
time
got to
to,
go.
yeah. So it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. um a little scary, I will say, because it's now I'm like completely in charge of myself.
Well,
um
congratulations for taking the
but
plunge into it. It's not
thank
an
you.
easy choice to make. I think you made the right decision.
I think so too.
I was gonna just start. Oh, here we go. Let's pull this up.
Yeah, sorry it's not as updated.
Oh, it's okay. So,
Okay, yes, I liked that
so
one too.
yeah, with work like this, I mean, you do. I was seeing some black and white work, and you also have some color. What do you use to color your images?
So like a lot of other caricature artists, I've switched to the Caran d'Ache Neo Color wax pastels, and I like to use the number one series. So there's
Okay,
two series, the one and twos. The number ones are water resistant, and then the number twos are water um,
like soluble.
soluble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the water is the number ones, they actually blend together really well. They are really reminiscent of the Prismacolor pencils. There used to be these Prismacolor blocks, which I used for years. The art sticks, that's it. The
Art
Prismacolor
sticks.
art sticks, but they've sadly discontinued them. So I've been I switched over to these about 2019, and I've been using them since.
Nice. Oh, I see an airbrush over here.
Oh yeah, I used to use when I first started doing caricatures, I did airbrush caricatures as well. And now I just use it for temporary tattoos. I like to expand my services while I'm in Chicago. Um, and that way I'm available for parties throughout the whole year.
This one's cute.
Yeah. Those are
What do you use what do you use for your line work?
So in this picture, I was using chart pack markers. I've been using those for a while.
Oh wow. Oh, I
I
love those.
yeah,
They
I had to
smell
stop using
terrible.
them though. Yeah, I had to stop using them because of the fumes.
Yeah.
I've noticed that I was becoming more sensitive to them. I also read studies that one of the or I read an article that one of the main components in the marker could um, affect the memory. And I was already
Oh,
having memory issues. Like this is like a little bit after COVID. And I had caught COVID. So I was really
yeah.
stressed about, memory stuff. So I have now switched to Crayola, like a lot of
Okay.
other artists. But I've actually hacked my Crayolas because I hate the idea of like throwing out a marker because they don't really, sometimes they don't last a long time. So I've hacked it that kind of got the end off and I refill it with printer toner.
Oh wow.
And
French toner.
yeah, like like the printers that you can like refill the um uh reservoirs.
Yeah.
Well, I use that. It's non-toxic, it dries immediately. And it's usually really cheap. Uh
Nice.
so
That's
yeah,
a good hack.
yeah. I
Are
like
you
to,
using like the Crayola marker maker, or do you have your own system for your?
I did have one. I used that first. Because I liked being able to like, throw a marker together when I need it. But they don't always keep those kits in stock. And
Right.
sometimes like the tip does eventually wear down. Like you're not gonna get a sharp point all the time. So when I need a new points, then I'll get a new marker. But the marker maker was useful for the those little reservoirs. Like it comes like a reservoir where you fill the ink and then you can drop the little sponge that you put in the marker. Um, and yeah, so I got that for my last kit, and I've been using those to refill my markers. I just kind of like pop the cap off, and then I use like tweezers to take out the little sponge and drop it in the filled test tube to soak up the rest of the ink, and then pop it back in. And yeah,
Nice.
I think this is probably my fifth time refilling this marker, so they last a while. I like to kind of, well, it's like a great way to save money, but also like I don't want to like fill up landfills with, tons
Right.
of, Crayola markers. So
I'd
yeah,
been
that's
saying
kind of
for
how
a
I roll.
while, like, oh, sorry, go on.
Oh no, I was just ending it.
Oh, I'd been saying for a while, like, I feel like it's strange. It's almost like there is no perfect marker out there, and you almost have to make your own.
There used to be there
I
used
know.
to be a perfect marker. When I first started drawing in Chicago, there was this marker that was sold in Canada. It was called Marquettes.
Oh, I know.
Um,
I know about those.
yes, that was by far the best cartooning marker I have used. My only complaint was like, it's not refillable. I think that's like the number one marker for me would be it's like a Copic actually. Like I think
Yeah.
Copics are probably the perfect marker, except I want something with a bullet tip like a Crayola.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah. It's
But
the truth. I I've used Copics too, and that was my complaint. And in fact, they almost fooled me because I bought a what I thought was going to be a bullet tip, um, but it was actually really, really tiny. It was like a fine point, so it
Yeah.
wasn't quite what I was looking for.
Yeah, I find their tips to be just a little too flexible for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like I would like to, it takes a lot more hand control and strength, I think, to have complete control over the lines with a brush tip like Copics. And unfortunately, like after, I've been doing this for 20 years, I don't have as much hand strength anymore. So I kind of have to
Mm.
use different tools to get the same similar results.
Now this is a fun caricature. This turned out
Yeah,
really nice.
I really liked her hair. That was a 11 by 17 one, and so I thought, you know what? Let's just turn it sideways and just make her hair
Right.
super big.
I don't know if you're aware of the oh gosh, what's it called? It's like the Artist Supply Warehouse, I want to say.
No,
They
I actually
have
not.
a marker that looks like it's trying to maybe be a Marquette.
Oh, really?
And I've been kind of
I'll have to check
curious
that out.
about it, but I haven't pulled the trigger on trying to actually get one to see how it is.
I'll definitely have to check that out. Do you happen to remember the name of that marker?
Let me see. I'll bet I can find out what it
Oh,
was. Sorry.
also another marker that I'm finding that I'm really liking, I forgot to mention earlier, the Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen Dual markers.
Oh, you've tried that?
Um, Yeah, I really like it. I like the ones with the liner, the micro liner, and the brush tip. I don't I like to use the liner sometimes for like drawing the caricatures, and then the brush tip for like filling in um like spaces and black areas. Um, I use the gray a lot in my some of my shading. Uh, Is it the quick draw?
Hmm. It
No.
might be.
I think the quick draw is similar to the chart packs. I have a couple colleagues that I saw use them.
Yeah, I don't think it was any of those. I'll keep a looking and I'll send you a link if I see
Okay.
it. I have to click on this one. This is this you definitely went for some exaggeration.
Yeah, so I actually drew that guy for free.
Oh yeah.
I was drawing his oh no, his family was getting drawn and I wasn't doing anything. I think my colleague was drawing him at the time, or drawing his family. And I was like, you know what? I really am inspired by him. So I was like, have a seat. I'll just draw you. He did end up tipping me, so that was
Nice.
nice. But yeah, I really, really wanted to go ham.
Are you a member of ISCA as well?
I am now, yes. I joined in 2019, but then COVID happened, so I
Uh,
didn't really I wasn't involved throughout COVID until just actually this year now. I just signed up again and I'm gonna go to the convention this year.
oh, nice.
This one is actually right after ISCA.
Wow.
Um that was, yeah, my first caricature after ISCA. Working at oh wait, was it after ISCA? Okay, just kidding. First character posted after ISCA. I actually have some other ISCA caricatures on my other profile. I really like the ones that I did over there.
We can go there if you'd like. What's
You
the profile?
scroll up to the top and click more.
Oh,
Oh, in my profile.
okay.
Yeah.
Here it
And
is.
then it should be Anita draws. There's some studio work and then
Aside from caricature, you do some other illustrative work?
Yeah, I illustrate for myself sometimes. I used to
Oh, I love this. Hocus Pocus. Sorry.
yeah, that was one of my top selling ones. I when I used to work at a retail stand, I would sell my prints there as well. Uh, and that one, yeah, was uh sold a lot.
I'll bet. Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, that's
There we
funny.
go. So that's some of my ISCA caricatures.
This one right here in the center.
Yeah,
Nice.
I guess the perk of not posting often is you don't have to scroll that far to get to the pictures you want to. I think this one was like a speed caricature. I think we only, yeah, I think this one was drawn in like a couple minutes.
Wow.
I think that was also on like day 3. So like I had like picked up some extra tips or I loosened up my style a bit. This guy was funny. So I actually drew him every day of the convention. And if you scroll over, you'll see like day 1, day 2, day 3. And that's after like going to like a couple of the seminars.
Wow. He was like your muse for the
He was. I actually hope he's coming this year because I'd love to draw him again.
What are some of your favorite events to work as a caricature artist?
Oh gosh, dog events. I love
Oh yeah.
working at dog events. Actually, I was just at one earlier today. So it was, yeah, always a fun time. I also love weddings. Weddings
Oh, I
are
bet those
really
are fun.
fun. Um, but yeah, I feel like there's really no bad event. Like I've pretty much liked almost all events that I've worked at. But yeah, if I can pick like my top contenders, there'd definitely be dog events and weddings.
Are dogs difficult to caricature, or do you read
Not
their
when you take a
personality?
picture of them. I just I can draw them live. However, I do prefer drawing from photos since they are, all over the place. Um, oh, this one was a lot of fun to do. These two are some Japanese artists. Uh,
Uh,
and yeah, she had kind of like this poofy bob. So I drew her as Mount Fuji, and some of the artists at that in that year they were doing some really cool cutout um, ideas, and so it's like, oh, you know what, I want to try some cutout styles. So I drew him and like cut out his caricature and kind of like had him hiking her hair.
that's awesome. Yeah, that turned out really cool.
Yeah, that was I think my first time trying out the neo colors too.
Oh yeah.
That one, and then the lady with the blue background. That was I think the blue background was my first neo color caricature, and then the rest of it's just like, yeah, personal stuff and also old stuff.
Okay.
But
Well, I'm gonna stop the share and what I guess I could do now is if you're ready, I could send you an
mhm.
image to caricature. We try to
Oh yeah,
send a nice photo and test your skills, I suppose.
right.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
got
get
to do
my
that, right?
handy dandy drawing glove on.
I'll see if I can find a nice photo here. Oh, or that one.
Let's see. Are you screen sharing or you said the chat, right?
Uh, Sent it through the chat. Yeah,
Oh,
of
there you
course.
are.
Okay, you got it.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Let me get. It's gonna get some. All right, let's see here.
Oh, you got the glove.
Yeah, it makes life so much easier. I used to only use it for my digital, but I find like when you're working outside and your hands are sweaty AF, it really is great for keeping your hands from like sticking to the paper, and it has like um a nice like feel, like a glide to it. All right, I think.
So right now you're laying in some line with what is this a pencil?
This is the Neo color.
Oh, it's the Neo color. Okay.
Yeah, so I like to sketch with like if I'm doing it in color, I'll sketch with like a peach color, Neo color. Or if I'm doing black and white, I'll just use like a very light gray. That way I don't have to erase later. I can just kind of like blend it right in. It's
Nice.
it's a nice time saver. Let's see here.
How long was that dog event you were at earlier?
4 hours.
Nice.
It was for a nonprofit.
I'll bet it flew by though. You know, you get to see so many
Yeah.
animals and
It always goes by fast when I'm like working with dogs. Like I want to stay longer and pet them.
what's the strangest event you've ever had to do caricatures at, if there has been one?
Strangest event. I don't really think I had any events that I would consider strange.
That's
I've
good though,
definitely
maybe.
drawn some strange characters at like my retail stand, and I've been busking on the streets as well. So there's definitely
Nice.
some strange characters on the streets. But yeah, at events though, I think people are paying too much money to be strange. Uh,
Yeah,
but
you're probably right.
I have worked at some pretty cool like cultural events, like events that I've never really been exposed to. I grew up Northwest Illinois, stayed in Illinois my whole life, so you kind of surrounded by um corn and cows, so you don't really see much anything different. So like ever since or going into this job more full time, and also living in Chicago, it kind of exposed me to many different kinds of cultures and cool practices. Actually, just this year I did my very first rice ceremony. um
Rice
which,
ceremony.
yeah, I didn't know what it was. It's an Indian tradition,
Wow.
where, and I think other cultures kind of adapted to something similar too. But it's when the baby, a newborn baby takes its first food or solid food. So they take their first bite of rice. And then they will place objects in front of the baby, like I think it's like one is like a pen, another is um, I forget the other objects, but it's like supposed to signify what the baby will be interested in, like as they grow up.
Wow.
And I think China has something similar, like a similar custom. But yeah, that was my first time seeing that as a ceremony, and like the um, a family got to like a big family got together and was able to celebrate, and that was really really cool to see.
That is really cool. I wonder if some people try to rig it though. They like stick, like a stethoscope and some engineering books and maybe avoid the art supplies because that's how it
Oh,
seems
the
sometimes
baby's
around.
gonna want what the baby wants. I think even if they try to rig it, I don't think Well, who knows?
Yeah, stubborn baby, just like, yeah, I don't want any of
But
this.
I want to be a poet. That's actually what the baby chose at the ceremony that I drew at. They chose the pen. And I
Nice.
was like, that's beautiful.
Future caricaturist.
Yeah.
You're set up on a nice easel here from the looks of it.
Yes. An easel, in my opinion, is a must. It has saved my back. Like, in order to, do this full time, you have to have like good posture, or you have to have some sort of system where, you are recovering your body and like, making sure that your back is straight, your wrist is at a good angle, because if you don't like exercise or, stretch, it's really easy to injure yourself.
Hmm.
Um, I actually had an injury in my mid or my was it my early 20s actually. It's my early
Oh no.
20s. I was drawing at a bad angle, like my wrist was like this, and I felt like something like kind of like snap or like I felt like a crack. And then yeah, for years I had like pretty bad wrist pain.
Yikes.
So
That's terrible.
now, oh, I mean, it's a lesson, you know. I had lots of lessons learned in my 20s. So in my 30s, I'm just kind of like capitalizing on it now and living the easy life, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So there we go. That's kind of like a nice, quick,
That's
on the spot
fantastic.
caricature.
Yeah, you did great, and that was fast. Wow.
I actually did it time myself. What was that, like 5 minutes?
It may have been under 5 minutes.
Yeah, I actually done some pretty quick ones. I've done like a one that was like a minute before.
Really? That's impressive. That's great. I was long line that day.
Oh yeah, I was like drawing nonstop at that time for about 3 hours, and it was
Gee,
like the last 30 minutes, and I already had like a huge line, and like even though I had cut off the line, people were still approaching, and they were getting upset. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go into like hyperdrive, and yeah, I drew like minute to 90-second caricatures, and they were a little bit wild, but they were a lot of fun. It just kind of like threw out what the first like my first impression and then yeah. But I definitely have to get like really warmed up in order to get that kind of speed.
understood.
All right.
Wow. That's a great caricature. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
I guess my last question for you, before we cut out, is like where would be the best spots for people to go to book you? I guess we kind of already mentioned them, but just one last time, I suppose, like website, Instagram. Where can people
Yep.
go to find you?
So best way to reach out to me is through my website. As I had mentioned a little earlier, I have ADHD, so it's a great way to like I like there's many ways to reach out to me, but the best way is my website so that, it's in my system and I can, I know like I got an email from you and I send you the quote and, um, yeah, it's a lot easier to keep track of than like millions of Instagram messages or text messages. So yeah,
All right.
email for sure. Info@anitapartyartist.com.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and
Yeah.
thank you for the awesome caricature. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you for the interview. This was so
Yeah, of
nice meeting
course.
you.
It was nice to meet you too. I guess I'll let you go for the night.
All right. Sounds good. It was a pleasure.
The pleasure is
Have a
all
good one
mine.
now.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Right, bye.